Hello everybody, it's FRA ELITE aka Otis Lawrence here, back with another video, and this is PSGL round 5 at Spain. Mystery track today. You can see we're P7 in the standings, and yep, this is a mystery round, yeah, I like the mystery rounds a lot because you just jump in and drive. We can see it's at Spain today, and yeah, I haven't drove Spain for quite a while, so day 1 setup we're using, and yeah, it's not gonna be the greatest setup of all time, but still we're gonna go into it full send, and this is our first lap of Spain, and you can see we're heading in towards turn 1, picking up decent rotation. I mean, we haven't done any laps yet, so you can see we're just a bit hesitant on throttle and on turning, and you can see a lot of marbles at this track, so that's one of the annoying things. You can see we got purple sector 1. 21.429 for sector. Didn't know if I was good or not, and you can see it's very cloudy at the moment. So yeah, there was a lot of rain on the forecast, the weather forecast in the pits. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting when it does rain, because it's gonna rain throughout quali. And you can see this first lap, it's not very good, not very strong. Yeah, you can see the middle sector split's about to be a 49.9. I don't know if that's particularly good. I don't think it is, because it did not feel strong. You can see we're heading into the final sector. Not too bad final sector, to be fair. Very hard to get on the throttle. I noticed we ran quite a bit lower wings than some of the other drivers, so yeah, it's going to be a lot harder to go on the throttle. You can see we come across the line, 0.880, and yeah, that got us through easily. We retired, and yeah, might as well retire. Even though it's ideal to get more laps in, I still rather you know, just save a set for Q3 if it doesn't rain. And at the moment I didn't know it was going to rain, and you can see Q2, this is out of Q2. Thankfully I went out on a brand new set and it started raining, and Alex, my engineer, told me it was going to rain around the end of Q2 to Q3, so game is a bit glitched on the telemetry. So yes, so we decide to go on a new set, and thankfully we went on a new set. You can see Alder behind trying to hurry up, and we're second last person actually to set a lap, and because we're in the Red Bull for today we had to obviously move, because Lucas Palit driving the McLaren. You can see Alvaro in my slipstream. I was so afraid at this point that Alvaro was going to overtake me in towards turn 1, but thankfully he backed out, which was kind of smart, because he knew he wouldn't have got through if he sent me. And now you can see it's just no grip with the rain already. So these guys at the front of the train are going to get a really good lap in before everyone else. So it's going to be very hard to set a lap. Actually, trying to gain as much on Ismail. It's very distracting to have a car right in front of you on a quali lap, but still, it gives you a target to beat at least. You can see we pull away from Alvaro at the moment, so that's a good sign. And yeah, we're absolutely sending it. Very low grip at the moment because we're second last car at the train, so it's not going to be very easy going into the final sector now. Split is a 50.1, which is not too bad. We're just going to try and get the last sector really good. Now we're heading into the long right. Shanghai Clay goes into P1 at 0.941, and now heading into the final 2 corners. Very easy flat right hander, and now into the final corner. Just about flat in the wet, and we go into P8, and that
wasn't too bad.
Grip loss wasn't too bad.
Probably just made it.
And yeah, you can see we're P8, and yeah, the track got wetter. As you can see, we go out for another lap in Q2, and you will see during this lap that we have no grip anywhere else. So yeah, there's literally no grip. You can see we go into turn number 1, and we're just struggling for speed. So it's like,
yeah, I'm telling you, there's no grip.
Yeah, it's not no grip. You see, we're a 10th and a half down already. So yeah, we're not going to improve. It's actually going to be impossible. Track's just getting wetter and wetter all the time. So yep, we might as well come back in the pits. This lap's not going to be valid anyway because we're 3 tenths down, and yeah, that safely puts us into Q3. And start of Q3 now, we have to go out straight away at this point, because if it continues to stay wet and it still dries are faster, then we're gonna have to go straight away. You see we got straight easy through, but now this is our final Q3 run. because the track kept getting wetter, and we were still the second and last car to set a lap time. So we're not gonna be able to set the best lap here. So I gotta just try and maximize what lap time I can do, because I'm not in the most ideal position. You can see we have massive snaps of oversteer, just understeer everywhere. I'm not expecting the grip to be this low, and you can see we're just very slow going into the first sector. Just so much less grip. Probably two or three tenths different over a lap compared to the guy who's starting his first, finishing his first lap. So it's been very hard to get a good lap here. You can see we're getting the rotation quite nicely considering how low grip there is, and now we're heading into the should be flat out corner, not barely flat, no, not even flat, massive left, and you can see we're like 3 seconds off, 2.5 to 3 seconds off a normal middle sector split. So trying to push the car to the limit. You see TF10 Grandpa, aka Max Riesel, goes to the P1 with a 0.7, and he was one of the first cars to finish his lap. And you can see we're going into the final corner, just can't even get the car turned. And now coming across the line, set a 15.080, which is not too bad, and that put us into P4. And somehow I managed to get it in P4. To be honest, this fan did a really good lap to put it into P2. And yeah, there was a lot of time still in the lap. It's just no one knew the grip, as we had to kind of adapt straight away. But anyway, into the race, P4, good start in position, and we're going to try and make our way up to P1 if we can. And you can see 5 red lights here for PSGL round 5 at Spain, and we go. You can see a lot of people on the softs. No one really knows the strategy yet, but you can see we get a really good start on Duncan Hoffland, trying to get the slipstream of this fan. And notice we was a little bit faster than Duncan in the straight, so we're going to try and brake a little bit earlier. You see we're backing out because we can't really send it into that corner. You can see now we're going to try and get a really good run on Duncan. And yeah, I already noticed the straight line speed difference, and we're using our battery very late into this corner. And now we get the move done on Duncan Hoffland as we now go into the left, and Isfan defends the inside of that corner. You see Duncan drinking very late into that corner, hitting us, turning a little bit too early, but still we get the move done, and now we're up in the P3, gaining a position on the opening lap. A very good start from us right here, and now we're just gonna maintain this position, try and gain in the longer distance, and now we can see most of the top 10 I think are on softs. I think it's only one of the drivers who are starting on hards. So yes, we've got quite a lot of soft front behind, so the hard run's not so much of a threat just yet. And now yeah, we're just gonna chill on DRS. There's no point burning unless someone behind is trying to make an overtake. And yeah, you can see me and Isfan are quite fast on the straight, and we see Max in front is very slow on the straight, so that suggests he's probably using quite a high rear wing, because there's not loads of change on the front around here. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how it will work. He's gonna have a lot more grip in the corners, especially on traction zones, but he won't have the rotation. He won't have the grip through the high speed or the straights. And skip all the way to lap 30. Absolutely nothing happened in those laps. You can see we box in. Sorry for quite a sudden, quite a big lap change. Literally absolutely nothing happened, and we've all boxed. And now we're gonna try and undercut Isfan, because Isfan also stayed out. So now we're gonna try and gain a position here from an undercut, and we'll probably will, most likely will, because undercut is very powerful in this game, as most people will know. And now we're pretty much in an EP2. We'll try and hope the guys behind, Alfie Butcher also behind, follows. And you can see Jake has undercut us. He's on the hards, so you're going to try and do a medium hard strat. I believe, actually, I think he started on softs.
Yes, Jake.
Did you hear me asking Alex if Jake has boxed for hards? And he has indeed boxed for hards. So yeah, we have to play smarter. You can see Isfan coming out of the pits. Very cool tyres. We do get past him, so we've undercut Isfan, but not by much.
Jesus Christ!
Like she sends it really. It breaks very deep. I thought he was gonna kill me there, and now you see Alfie Butcher behind. I see Ulas letting everyone through. I'm not sure what happened to him, and now we've got to make sure we follow Max ahead of us. because
I gotta make another
Jake
so.
ahead also is on hard, so we gotta make sure we overtake him because he's 100% gonna defend that position, and we don't want to be wasting too much ERS trying to get past him. So yeah, we just gotta try and get as close to the back of Jake as we can. And now we're tucking the slipstream of Max, and we're looking close enough to get past him on this straight. See, I'm burning my battery a little bit just to make sure we do get the position, and Jake is not burning. I think he expects it, and yeah, I shouldn't have really turned the battery on there. And yeah, you see, I'm gonna back off, let Max through, as Max was a little bit faster than me in this race, so I was just gonna let him through. And yeah, he's gonna pull me along for a little bit, and now you see Jake Venom right behind us, and now car between me and Alfie, so that's pretty good. No threats behind just yet. As you can see, we skipped all the way to lap 17. Isfan and Alfie did get past Jake. Jake was struggling a lot on those hards, so I think he dropped at the end of this train. You can see I'm weaving to tell Max I will overtake him, and yeah, it's going to be a very short, well, a very big lap changing once again, because absolutely nothing is going to happen. You skip all the way to lap 30 out of 33, because Max has been driving extremely slow in the last sector, so he couldn't get past us. Obviously he's going to try and play strategic games, because he obviously does not want to overtake me until the last lap, which is smart from him, but very frustrating for me, because I can't even gain any ERS. So yeah, you can see how much time I'll gain through this third last to second last corner. I'm gaining like a 10th or 2 every lap, so yeah, it's very smart game he's playing, because he's slowing down everyone behind, and then he has DRSing back, because DRS on this game is just too powerful, so you can't really pull away from it, and there's too many DRS zones on this track to gain you back if Max was really pushing as well, so it can be very hard to beat Max here, unless he tries overtaking us on the second last lap. As you can see, we head in towards the first corner of sector 2, trying to push the car to the limit. Now we've been saving the tyres quite a bit, considering how much Max was saving them. We're still trying to save them a little bit for the last few laps, and yeah, now and then go full guns blazing on the second last lap.
Max is attacking you last lap. He said on his
Sure, Alex will tell me that Max is gonna overtake me on last lap, which I was kind of expecting anyway. Well, expected him to try and do, but you can see the gap just fluctuates so much in this last sector. You can see we've gained like 3 tenths, nearly 4 tenths in this last sector, so it's like we're gaining quite a lot on the last sector, and I already knew what this is going to be like. I knew he was going to do some game, but I wasn't expecting it to be that slow in the last. So yeah, now we're on to the penultimate lap of the race, no cuts till the end of the race. So now we're gonna full raw POV. This is exactly how you'd see it on Twitch, and now we try and battle it to the death against Max Wiesel and Isfan behind, who's also you know, DRS is very powerful, so he can even he could get past us. So we gotta try and pull as much of the gap we can. You see the rear end snapping all over the place, and you can tell just by how our setup is, it's not very good on the rear end. So we're just really pushing the car to the limit, trying to use that to our advantage through the medium to high speed corners, trying to get the car front end rotated, and you see the gap 4 times behind, and now we're sending it through the right hander, and now entering the final sector. You see the gap 4.5 times, which is okay at the moment. We have a lot more straight line speed than Max. Max bridged very deep into this corner, and you see we have no rear end compared to Max, so he obviously has more rear wing than me, so he has more traction. But now we're gonna absolutely send it 3.5 times. You can see I'm saying it's already impossible, but now not impossible, because we have so much straight line speed. You can see we're weaving like crazy on the straight, and now you can see how fast we are on the straight. But Max using that DRS, not at this point I had a bit of confidence I could get the win yet, but see him try and break very late into turn 1. Max tries holding it around the outside, gets the move done, and now we're going to have to settle for P2. And you see we hit the inside cube, and we have a load of dirty air, which gives us no rear end through the right hander, which I was not expecting. Had a massive snap, no ERS left, and you can see we're going, well, Isfan has sent us down the inside, and we have no grip from the marbles either. And you can see Isfan defending the inside, which is very frustrating. lost 2 positions on a space
Yeah,
of
like,
1
this game is
sector.
so shit, man.
As you hear me say, I'm not
It's just
very
all-
happy.
It's all luck
Um,
involved.
And yeah, very hard.
Literally, you can't. If you're P1 on the last lap, you can't do anything.
You hear me say, P1 last lap, it's very hard to win a race, especially around here, because DRS is extremely powerful, and yeah, it's very hard. And yeah, now we're gonna have to settle for P3. Still a decent result at the moment, unless Alfie Butcher absolutely sends us into the last corner, which is, I can assure you, not gonna happen. The gap's too much, and you can see we're about to come around the final corner, and we're gonna come home.
Oh,
in
I hate this
P3.
game.
And yeah, not too bad result. We moved up into P4 in the standings, which is very good. I'm very happy with that because Yano also had a crash in towards turn 1, I think, and also had a 5-second penalty after the race. So yeah, we've gained on everyone in front of us, which is the main thing, and yeah, we got a really good result out of it. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next PSGL video. See you later, guys.